bringing in that Georgia mail. See that engine puffin', boy, she's making time. That old train is blowing off the rail, heading for the mountain that you gotta climb. Bringing in the Georgia mail. "90 miles an hour and she gaining speed. Listen to that whistle moaning, wail, wail, wail. Has she got the power? I'll say yes indeed. Bringing in the Georgia mail." See the driver puffin', watch her spin the track. Ought to put that engineer in jail, jail, jail. Has he got her rolling, watch her ball the jack. Bringing in the Georgia mail. Rocking and reeling, spouting off that steam. Stoke the fire and hope the brakes don't fail, fail, fail. Serving all the people, listen to her scream. Bringing in the Georgia mail. Bringing in the Georgia mail. Bringing in the Georgia mail. Traveling down this lonesome road, not knowing where it will end. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, alone, homesick, without a friend. Each day goes by without you, my dear. Each night alone, shed another tear. Friends all say, forgive and forget. You've been on my mind since the day we met. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, traveling down this long road, alone, I'm sick without a friend. If I could lose you from my mind, maybe another I would find. Someone to be as kind and true, take the place of you. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, not knowing where it will end. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, alone, I'm sick without a friend. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, not knowing where it will end. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, alone, I'm sick without a friend. In a tiny little shack tales that were hard to believe. Then he'd sing a happy song of the angels as he rocked me gently on his knee. Then one day I went up to see him. I knocked gently upon the door, but I didn't receive an answer. Something was wrong with Uncle Joe. I eased the door open slowly and saw Uncle Joe on the bed. His eyes were tear-filled from crying, but a smile slipped through when he said, "Do you remember when I sang songs of angels, and they take Uncle Joe far away? But we'll all meet again up in heaven. What joy there will be on that day." Then he closed his eyes a little. His there at the altar lay. You don't seem to heed, for the chain of greed still crushes your desire. Be assured, my friend, if you still offend, he will set your fields on fire. He will set your fields on fire. If you don't from sin retire, you have heard Jesus call, and in death your soul must fall. But my friends, if you desire, you may join the heavenly choir and rejoice with him, free from every sin, when he sets his world on fire. Take a friend's advice, make a sacrifice, completely turn from sin, taking up the cross, counting earth as dross, let Jesus live within. When temptations come, keep on facing home, to Satan never hire, but rejoice and pray on the last great day, when he sets his world on fire. He will set your fields on fire. If you don't from sin retire, you have heard Jesus call, and in death your soul must fall. But my friends, if you desire, you may join the heavenly choir and rejoice with him, free from every sin, when he sets his world on fire. Set your fields on fire. If you don't from sin retire, you've heard Jesus call, and in death your soul must fall. But my friends, if you desire, you may join the heavenly choir and rejoice with him, free from every sin, when he sets his world on fire. Beaten cabin at the end of the lane, his mother and daddy still call his name. They call for their son who's long been gone from home, and wait for the day he returns no more to roam. It's been many long years since he left and said goodbye. He said he would return someday by and by, but as the days go by, his mom and dad will wait for a letter in the mail or footsteps through the gate. Come to an end. They only wish once more to see the sun again. Their faith gives them hope each day to carry on, and ask God in heaven to care for and bring him home. It's been many long years since he left to say goodbye. He said he would return someday by and by, but as the days go by, his mom and dad will wait for a letter in the mail or footsteps through the gate. He said he would return someday by and by, but as the days go by, his mom and dad will wait for a letter in the mail or footsteps through the gate. For a letter in the mail or footsteps through the gate. I was born in East Virginia, North Carolina I did go. There I spied a fair young lady East Virginia. North Carolina ain't my home. I'll go back to East Virginia. Leave these North Carolinians alone. Leave these North Carolinians alone.
Childhood in the evening while everything was still, I used to sit and listen to the fox sounds with my dad at the old Kentucky Hill. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds up on the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines long ago where I live. years were over, I had to leave my old home. For Dad and Mother were called heaven, I was left in this world all alone. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds up on the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines long ago where I live. Kentucky stands a funny spot in my memory. I'm on my way back to the old home, the light in the window I long to see. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds up on the hill, but there's no light in the window that shines long ago where I live. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters flow. You gave me so. I'll be waiting on the hillside when the day you will call, on the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. Please tell me, darling, in your letter, do you ever think of me? Please answer, darling, tell me where you can be. It's been so long dear, since I've seen you, but your love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though the love affair seems gone.